Hey guys, welcome back to another Summon Toy video. Today we are going to be messing around with Lucifer again because I got a comment to say to use him in Arena and RTA, specifically with some dungeons. Now I will show you where I use him in dungeons, however I won't be running the team in display, but I'll just give you a little overview on how things can work and what kind of rune requirements you might need. It might not be too beginner friendly, but you can probably find something similar to it if you want to run it in like easier dungeons. First one would be Giants, speed 12, and we have every speed tuning right here. So far we have Lucian on a rage build artifacts. Next would be Lucifer. Here's my Lin, my Prelia, finally my Akmir. Alright, so I won't be showing you how any dungeon runs just because I'm trying to save some time, but next I will use Lucifer in my Dragons team. This is not reliable. I do not condone this. You could honestly use a lot of other things with Lauren, Vertihil, other speed units, but this is what I run. Shayna with all full set, fight set, my Vertihil, my first Ikaru, Lucifer yet again. Last would be Rayok. And that concludes my dungeon runs. I do probably run him in like Dimension somewhere maybe, but not too often you ever see it. Alright, next would be Arena. So I will just show you how I will find some teams. Okay. So this is usually my lineup. Basically this will protect me from anyone getting revived and getting back hit, but I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. However, the only problem is if you want to go turn 1, you need Leo to do 5,000 damage. If they have a shield set with or high defense units, then you are in trouble because you are not going to get turn 1. Now the main thing you want to look for is what kind of defense these units can have. As you can see, this defense is super high, while this one could probably be the potential unit I can hit, but it's not guaranteed. Now I do have my runes here. Lucian, Lucifer for the 3rd time, and then my Leo. Okay. And you're probably thinking, could you use a ranged Leo to probably be more guaranteed to get the 5,000 limit so your team can go first? Yes, you could. Do I do it? No. I've had this team built 4 years ago, ever since I discovered it, and I never really update any of my runes. So I will show you how I try to fight this, and if I lose, then I lose. Okay, as you can see, there is no shield set. Now, if you hit this Hollyberry, you probably will not hit the 5,000 damage trigger because it's built on defense usually. Triton has 700 defense, this unit has 600, and maybe built on HP, so we will try to hit this unit instead. So I will show you how it goes. 11,000. As you can see, everyone gets increased attack bar because of Lucifer's passive, and so you know I get to go. So cool. I will show you that. You can use Bastet, Megan, 2A, Fire, Harpu, I think. Technically, you don't need to boost attack bar because your whole team is going next, but I just like to use units like that. And then Lucian will go next, so when some unit gets revived, I can clean up with Lucifer skill 2. So I'll show you this. Alright, and then lastly, skill 2 will finish this Hollyberry, aka Threat Revival. And bam, like an auto. Alright, next on the list would be DR. Well, I don't think, like I said, if they have will or shield, I could potentially not go first. Another threat would be Camilla will not die to my amp because of I know how my damage input works. I could maybe potentially kill the Laura first, and then it'll get revived, and then I could skill 2. But this Devara might revive. But I'm just going to attack it just because I'm going to go down the list to show you how I do it. I like to keep this unit because of the invincibility and immunity in case they revive and then hit back, but it's whatever. Okay. I also forgot to show the defense stats of these enemy units. Well, you could do research, but Laura would potentially have the lowest defense. However, because of the shield set, and it could be built on defense, that I might not even get this 5,000 damage limit. So we will see how much damage I do. 8,000, so my team gets to go first because I did over 5,000 damage. Cool. Now let's boost up. Skill 3, hopefully we kill at least one unit here, so we trigger the revive. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now my skill 2 should clean up the second unit and the last unit, and then the last remaining would be the Valkyries. Nice! And I always go for the bottom ones because they give you more points. This team is just full bruiser. This basically I'm trying to say is that they do not have speed, okay? What I would recommend is take out the Leo. I will actually take this unit out. Usually I would use my Craig because he boosts up so much speed, but I would not be using him. I would use a more realistic unit. Let us do Bastet, right? He just shield, energy, and will, right? You're gonna go first to boost everyone. Maybe a speed lead or another booster. Another booster sounds weird, but I do not believe I will be ticked because my damage dealers are not fast enough. Alright, so I decided what I will be using with this. I will be using Wind Robo. Now, ideally, I could use the dark one to make it a tribute advantage, but I really don't care. I'm just trying to be more realistic as possible. Basically, I'm trying to get turn 1 and then boost and then basically steal their attack bar, and then hopefully I can do enough damage to kill all of these guys. So let's try it. You could, like I said, you can use Megan instead of Bastet. Instead of the Wind Robo, I would try to use a Chiwu, aka the Fire Sage, with the speed lead, and then maybe make it on like a Despair, you know, speed, crit rate, or crit damage, or attack, or HP build, mainly attack build, but like speed, attack, you know? That way I can do some poke damage while absorbing their attack bar. So let's boost up everybody, and let's take up some attack bar down. I'm in danger. Okay, so let's try to do enough damage to see if I can do anything. I think I might lose. So let's go 3. That's bad. Oh, okay. Not too bad, and let's go 3. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this is actually winnable. Let me kill this first unit. He does a lot of damage. Let me do poke damage. Alright, there we go. Next in the list is Judo. Let's see what you got. Alright, full tanky team. Leo makes it to where they have basically 0 speed, so as long as you have this unit, you should be going. I will be using full damage power. Instead of this unit, you could use Julie instead, but I prefer this unit. Do it. Leo gets to go first because I have will, so if it hits Bastet, it doesn't matter. So let's boost up, and everyone gets to go next. This is kind of bad. I wish I had my Lucifer go first, but it's whatever. Let's try it. Alright, skill 2, more damage. And now let's skill 3. And okay, that's it. Let's refresh the list and go all the way down. This is the same team. I will not use it, but like I said, you should always try to look at the defenses. Even though this unit has less defense, I'm always afraid that it's built on HP and defense because this unit stalls out a lot if it's in threat state. Alright, next down the list is Mr. Zagyao, okay? So this team is where I would run the same Megami team. That way when I Lucian amp, I have invincibility and not get reflect damage. However, you can also run Mephisto here. I do not recommend this team because the reflect damage can honestly mess you up pretty bad. So I would try this. This one I know works. This one I for sure know works. But I will be using Mephisto just for fun. So let's do it. The only reason why I say I'm using Mephisto is because the anti-revive. As you can see, Samaf is not on will. Preferably, assumingly, he's on Nemesis. So what I will be doing is hitting this pony. Hopefully he's on Nemesis and maybe do a little poke damage. Alright, I did 7,000 damage, so I get to go next. I will show you that when I amp, this unit's on Nemesis. So let me slow down. Ignore. It's not on Nemesis, okay. So we're doing some poke damage. I might kill myself at this point because it's so much reflect damage, but hopefully we can do enough damage here. Hopefully. This is kind of bad. Not everything would work, but I was just trying to see that I could probably do it. But also my Mephisto runes, I forgot. Here it is. Despair, Will, Artifacts. Now I will show you what team I know would work. It's this team right here. Alright, so what I would do is I would poke this pony so I could try to kill it. I would skill up, or skill 3 so I get invincibility. I would use skill 3. The Samaf will come back and hit nothing because I have invincibility. And then I'll skill 2, clean up crew. Alright, refresh. Going down the list, we got Flame Capsule. This is kind of scary. The only reason I'm scared is because this unit here. But the way to counter this is probably a... Okay, so preferably I would hope this vanilla cookie would be on Will instead. But I'm kind of lazy right now. If I lose, then I'll put him on Will. But basically, I will use this team so I can snipe at least one unit, and then Leica can probably solo this whole thing. These are the only two threat here because Leica can probably solo these top two. But let's try. Leica runes, by the way. Pure vanilla cookie. Vanessa. Sonia. Okay, technically, Cookie is supposed to have Will. I'm hoping it resists because I'm lazy, but oh well. It actually resists. Okay, he should have Will instead, so that way they actually do not do 5,000 damage. Hopefully your vanilla cookies has high defense to avoid that 5,000 damage. Luckily it did not do 5,000 damage. I forgot to mention that. So this speed buff actually makes your whole team go next because of the speed tick. Everyone's speed is set at 0, but with the speed buff everyone will get a slight increased boost, and that is why I will be going next. If you actually use the Bastet here, then the Tian Ling will actually go next, so that's why I try to use speed buff instead of an actual attack bar push-up, including Bastet, the Harpoo, whatever, anything like that. So let us actually kill this Tian Ling. I did not kill it. Okay, let us see if I can kill this Kaki. And then kill this Tian Ling. Now I'm gonna hit auto. Next we have Veil. This is a little weird. Okay, I'm gonna try a little something different. This is my Veil. Some attack stats. I'm hoping he can go with my Craig. Probably boost up my whole team. I would probably have to switch this guy out for like another attack bar booster. So it kind of sucks that you have two attack bar boosters because my units are not speed tuned and this guy has some speed threat. But I'm just gonna try this. But Craig is kind of cheating. He boosts up a lot of attack bar, which is why if you use Bastet or Megan, I recommend another attack bar pusher because you will probably cut. I think my Craig might be okay here. I should have lost. That Juno was just fast. But I will boost up my team with attack or skill 2. Let's see. Let's hit the Abellio so I don't trigger any passives. And then skill 3. I should have lost this, but we ball. Let's go down. Sultan, is that the rank 1 guy? So rank 2, whatever. I don't care. I kind of care. Okay, for this team, I'm hoping they do not have shield. I highly think they have shield set, but I would be using my skill 1 team. This is a 50-50 gamble because I am letting Tian Ling go next after my Leo, and I'm hoping he does not strip my unit with this 1 shield set I have here. And I have everyone on Will, so I'm trying to bank it that I don't get stripped and stuff. So let's try. I forgot to show you that which unit has the least amount of defense, but I honestly think it's usually Tian Ling that has the least amount of defense. I'm always scared that this guy has Nemesis, which probably make him go. Let us hit this Tian Ling and hopefully we do not get stunned. We ball, and then we Lucian. They get revived, and then we clean up with Lucifer. That easy. It's very risky with the Tian Ling, but I kind of risk everything because if they have a Tian Ling, he will always cut with the against my Lucifer. Last wing we have Rin R. Okay, the only speed threat I see is the Miles. I am gonna use Douglas to just tank it. Not even tank it. He's probably just gonna die, right? But I don't care. I'm just gonna hopefully Lucian. Glancing might make me lose, but I don't care. Or even Manon could make me lose. Technically, I would never even attack this in the first place, but I'm gonna do it. Because like I said, I'm attacking like everybody because I don't care. Whatever is displayed, I'll attack with Lucifer, yeah. Okay, that's that. I forgot to tune that I wanted Lucian to go first, but whatever. There was some glance there, and let's try skill 3. Let us kill this unit. Let's kill a pony. We surprisingly won. We should have lost. Okay, we did 10 wings. there you go. If you need any help with any other ideas or whatever, I could make another 10 winged videos. But next is RTA. Actually, for RTA, I can make another video, or who knows, maybe I'll just do like a good 10 wing session and just upload the highlight of what I do. But I cannot actually give any good advice because I run all my LD5s and it's not more realistic with what you could run, because Lucifer can only do so much unless you have like a Woyoung or any other team like Talisman, Dorothy, any cleave unit like that. But if you do not have the units for it, I don't really recommend using him. I would just recommend using meta stuff. But if I do meta stuff, I will be C1 and I cannot run meta for the life of me, so that's why I run LD5s. But this will have to conclude the video for now. Sorry, hopefully it helps, but thank you for watching though, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.